Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to my YouTube channels. In this lecture, I will discuss about GRE Physics study guides. In this, I will discuss the percentage of all of the subject of the physics which are included in GRE Physics exam, and then I will direct you to those books in which the majority of the subjects in GRE subject physics are taken, or these books can help you in various aspects. I will show you the links of those books and also the overview of those books, how you have to read them, and also the shortcut methodologies that will help you in solving the GRE physics paper. The first thing is that the GRE physics exam. GRE physics exam, what are the percentage of the subjects? For example, if we have classical mechanics, then what is the total number of the questions? What is its contribution? Similarly, quantum mechanics and classical mechanics, all of these subjects we will discuss. Okay. These are the percentage of the different subjects which are the percentage indicate on the average how many questions address each subjects. These are the first thing is the classical mechanics. You can see that classical mechanics questions are 20%. For example, if there are 100 questions, then the 20 questions are from classical mechanics. Similarly, electromagnetism, its percentage is 18%, and these are the, for example, some topics which are written in the front of this. Classical mechanics contains kinematics, Newton's law of work and energy, oscillatory motion, rotational motion, as you discussed, the movement of inertia and various dynamics of systems, of particle, central force systems. This is, for example, you have studied that Kepler law, like chapter number, I think, 5 and 6 of Marion book. Similarly, celestial mechanics means astrophysics, three-dimensional particle dynamics, Lagrangian Hamiltonian, chapter 7 of Marion books, non-inertial frame, elementary topics in fluid dynamics like Bernoulli's equations, and similarly, and one more. I will specifically tell you. If I go to separation, for example, the details of these topics, so these are some books which can help you in the various aspects. For example, if in the subject of the classical mechanics, okay, this is books. I think this is the name. Its name is the Pearson Guide to Objective Physics for the IIT-J, and this is third edition that I have, and it is written by Manoj Kumar Srivastava, MK Srivastava, it is abbreviated as. And these are its section. For example, if you want to read the classical mechanics portion, basically BSc to BSc level, so this contain unit, dimension and error, the first chapter, and the second is the vectors, motion in 1 and 2 dimensions, circular motion, gravitation, interdynamics. These are the some type, almost 11 chapters. So you have to overview them for the basic mechanics, mean elementary mechanics or BSc level mechanics. And if you want to study for these topics like central forces, three-dimensional particle dynamics, Lagrangian and Hamiltonian, then you have to consult classical mechanics. These are the two books. Okay, classical mechanics by Marion, and similarly classical mechanics by Arya. These are the two books which will help you in the case of the classical mechanics. The Lagrangian and Hamiltonian and three-dimensional particle dynamics. And the next is electromagnetism. You can see the screen that its percentage is 18%. And in this we have like electrostatics, current and DC circuit, magnetic field in the space, Lorentz force, Maxwell equation, their application, electromagnetic waves, AC circuit, magnetic and electric field in the matter, like you have gone through the Maxwell equation in the matter and in free space. So the electromagnetic portion, if you show you those chapters, this is the electricity and magnetism portion. You can see the first electricity, thermal and chemical effect of the current, magnetic field of the current, permanent magnet, electromagnetic conduction, AC current, electromagnetic waves. These are the different chapters on those topics, electricity and magnetism. Similarly, I have another books which is a very good also to some level, S. Chan, Objective Physics, and this is written by Dr. Mahesh Jain. This is a very good books. You can, if I maximize it, its content, and center it will, I think. These are the its various chapters. Scalar and vector mechanics, mechanics and solid of fluid, heat and thermodynamics, waves, optics, electricity, electromagnetism and magnetism, modern physics. These are the various units which are covered in this book, and I think lot of MCQs have been solved. These are the further detailed interpretation of these chapters and the other topics. You can see that current, electricity is similarly thermal and chemical effect of the current. Various topics are discussed briefly, and also many lot of MCQs. These you can see that these are the content of this chapter. Like this. This is the overview of the books. If I go down, for example, you can see the first chapter. This is MCQs. These are MCQs for each chapter, and this is the solution for those MCQs. Just following the questions, you can solve it for practice. Okay. Next, optics and wave phenomena. This percentage of this is 9%, such as wave property, superposition, interference, diffraction, geometrical optic polarization, Doppler effect. These topics are very important, and 9% question are taken for GRE. You can see for the optics portion in the recommended books I told you. This both books contain the optic portion. This is optics, ray optics, optical instrument, wave optics, spectrum of light and photometry, photoelectric nature. These are the okay. You can consult for the optics portion. And similarly for the wave, because we have a wave phenomena, I think wave portion is given separately. This is the wave portion. Simple harmonic motion, wave motion, its ring, sound waves like Doppler effect. You can consult from the chapter number 12, 13 and 14 for the detail. Okay. And then we have thermodynamic and statistical mechanics. In this, if I maximize and center it, that you can see that its percentage is 10%. And this includes law of thermodynamics, first law, second law, entropy, equation of states, ideal equation, kinetic theory, example, statistical concept, calculation of thermodynamic quantities, thermal expansion, heat, transfer equation. So further detail if you want. So I think that some portion of this is discussed in heat and thermodynamic sections. You can go through these books. Also, my Jain books also contain thermodynamics portion. And for the statistical mechanics, we have another books which is entitled as Introduction to Modern Physics, Volume 1 by R.B. Singhs. This contains a very good detail about statistical mechanics. I think this last portion is about statistical mechanics. This one, Unit 3. This is the Introduction to Modern Physics by R.B. Singhs. This contains a very good detail about statistical mechanics, Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics, Bose-Einstein statistics, Fermi-Dirac statistics, and similarly different types of example density of states. You can see that all of the details are discussed in the very details. Okay, entropy, Fermi-Dirac statistic partition function, classical partition function, canonical partition function, and different all the contents are discussed in regarding the statistics in these books. So I will put these books in description box, their links, and you can find that from that. So, and the next book is, I think, about the statistical mechanics is, I will put all these books which are best for the statistical mechanics, and you can find through the links in description box. Okay, next is our quantum mechanics, which is the most important one. Quantum mechanics contain 12%, and this contains fundamental concept, solution of Schrodinger equation, spin, angular momentum, wave function, symmetry, elementary perturbation theories. So you can consult this from the Libov books or quantum mechanics by Andrew. And also I have told you that the books Introduction to Modern Physics, this also contain the quantum mechanics portion. I think this is the chapter number this is chapter number 1 from this. Black body radiation, Planck's law, similarly Compton effect. This is the modern physics, but for quantum mechanics, this one, chapter number 3. Chapter number 3, Schrodinger equation, physical significance, Schrodinger equation in 3 dimensions, eigenvalue equation, compatible, incompatible observer, commutator, Ehrenfest theorem, and the various topics which are discussed, very real potential step problems, and also you can go for the other books as well. And the next, atomic physics, such as properties of electron, Bohr model, energy quantization, and this percentage is almost 10%. So this book, because the title of this is modern physics, so this contains a very good portion of the modern physics as well. Atomic physics, atomic physics. The last portion of this book is about atomic physics. This one. The last portion of this book is from the atomic spectra. Similarly, you can see the Bohr atomic theory, atomic excitation, Frank experiment, and Horn's rules. It's fine spectra, Zeeman effect, X-ray product, spin screening. These are the topics of the atomic and molecular physics, and I will recommend that for this you should consult the atomic physics for concept of modern physics by Arthur Pizer for the atomic physics. Concept of modern physics. Modern physics by Arthur Pizer. And the next is special theory of relativity. This as percentage is 6%, such as introductory concept, time dilation, length contraction, simultaneous energy and momentum, 4 vector Lorentz velocities, and additions. So special relativity is the same books. This one Its first chapter is about the theory of relativity, classical mechanics, Lorentz transformation, and its relevant problems. Various technical problems are solved in this. You can see that these are the time dilation, their transformation formula is similarly velocity transformation, and you can see that some of the problems are given at the end of those topics. These are the Doppler effect in lights, which is a very important one. These one you can see. Then these questions are mostly asked from this books. These are the variant or invariant, for example, component momentum transformation from one coordinate to another coordinate. You can see that these are the questions from this. Okay, so its percentage is little. Anyhow, this is important. Special relativity. Then laboratory methods, error analysis, electronics, instrumentation, radiation detector, counter statistics, charge particle, laser. You can consult for these laboratory methods corresponding to you have gone through it. And the next is specialized topics such as nuclear and particle physics, nuclear properties, reactive decay, fission and fusion, reactions, fundamental properties, condensed matter physics, astrophysics, mathematical physics, little bit. So you can go for these as well. I will put relevant books in the description box, and you can download it from this and take help. The next is about the sample problem. Next, all these books contain the sample problem as we discussed in the book one by one chapter and its percentage. So in the next lecture I will discuss relevant problems, for example in classical mechanics, electromagnetism, optics and phenomena, and at the end of we will discuss the first past paper and solve it, and then you will be able to solve the GRE papers.